Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, God, I love a Thursday, Jack.
Same. And there's free pizza here today. I mean, as if Thursday could get any better.
I know. And there's some pizzas with prawns on them.
Was there?
Yes, and do you know why that's such a thrill for me?
Why?
My son, Kit, if you've got someone that you live with that has an allergy to anything, he's allergic to shellfish, so there's no prawns, basically,
Wow.
ever since he was diagnosed. So whenever
That's a
I see
mass
prawns
treat.
or if I'm out for dinner, prawns on the way.
Win.
We've got a huge show for you. The gorgeous Monty Diamond is coming in. She's one of my oldest friends, and I'm just so excited to kiss her all over her face. And also, we're going to be doing a round of sweeping statements. We've been off for a couple of weeks. This is our first week back. Do you have an unpopular opinion? Things like camping is the very worst holiday you could ever endure. Or your opinion, Jack, that weddings are a total waste of money every time, all the time.
The Chrissy Swan Show. Chrissy's Clickbait.
Well, now I feel bad. Frank Ocean has dropped out of Coachella after fracturing his ankle.
Look what you've done.
Look what I've done. I feel somehow complicit in this. But the fact of the matter is, he wasn't famous enough to be the headliner.
Oh, stop it! He's so famous. He's huge.
Ew, God, I love to irritate you in this fashion. So we thought about this all week. He did headline Coachella. He didn't do a very good job.
Because he was already injured.
Because he was already injured. And he should have pulled out before this. Because now people know him, not for his music. Not that anybody knew him for his music before. But now they only know him because he's a terrible performer at Coachella.
Oh, stop it. No, what he should have done is actually come back this weekend, changed the show up, and proved himself to the naysayers like yourself.
He should have gone away and watched what Axl Rose did from... remember he broke his... He broke his leg, and I think he did it from either a wheelchair or a chair. The whole concert with his foot elevated. He should have done that. Come on.
I think what he did was cooler and a bit more artsy. Anyway, who's replacing him?
Blink 182. Your time on me, I'm already the voice inside my head. I miss you. Now there's a band.
Yeah, look, that will be a vibe. And you can just imagine Kourtney Kardashian there rocking out with Travis as he performs.
It's so exciting. Oh, let's go. Turn the lights off. You know, Smashing Pumpkins are touring at the moment in Australia. Can you believe it? Yeah.
Wow.
Everything old is new again. Just ask Frank Ocean. Hey, there is a new story coming out of Hollywood that j'adore. Woody Harrelson is responding to rumours that he and his best friend Matthew McConaughey could be brothers, as in have the same father. Now, these two are best friends. Soon as I heard this, as soon as I saw the blood in the water on this, I went deep diving, as you can imagine. Yeah. They do look alike.
They do, and you sent me a photo of the two of them.
Yes.
And I just immediately was like, oh, yeah, they're related.
Absolutely. Well, then I Googled the father. So they're saying that Woody Harrelson's father may be the father also of Matthew McConaughey. So I Googled Woody Harrelson's father, and Matthew McConaughey looks more like Woody Harrelson's father than Woody Harrelson does. Yeah. And you know that that's one of my gifts. Yeah. Is piecing together family resemblances. Like, I could go to a school and go, that kid belongs to that dad, that kid looks more like his mum. That's my thing.
That's a fun TV show. I'd watch an episode of you doing that.
Absolutely. So would I. That'd be my dream job. You'd never see me again. But have a listen to Woody Harrelson talking about a conversation he had with Matthew McConaughey's mother.
And I've known Mama a long time, you know, and she goes, I knew your father. And it was the ellipses I found a little troubling.
The pause.
Or interesting.
The pause.
Yeah.
How would you describe that pause as a...
Filled with innuendo.
Yes.
A pregnant pause, perhaps.
Yes, she knew him.
Yeah, gotcha.
In the biblical sense. Ellipsis means ... Did you know that?
No, I didn't. ...
That's what it's called in grammar. That's the ellipsis. There's your lesson for the day.
The Chrissy Swan Show. For all your health and beauty products and advice you can count on, visit Priceline Pharmacy. Priceline has a massive range of brands at great everyday prices. Whatever you're after, you'll find it at Priceline Pharmacy.
Hurry into your nearest Priceline pharmacy or check out priceline.com.au.
Swan's Sweeping Statements.
I love this segment so much because Much like Elton John, the older you get, the crankier you get. And the more you realise your opinions may not be that popular. 13 24 10, give us a call if you've got an unpopular opinion that you're willing to share. You'll die on this hill. I've got a couple.
Shoot.
There's a big sort of movement for people going, ew, don't you have a top sheet on your bed? No, I don't have a top sheet on my bed, and they are annoying. And I can see you disagree with me. Further to that, what is the point of them? I'm freshly showered when I get into bed, so I've got not a scrap of dirt on me. I smell like Sunday Moose from Priceline Pharmacy. I'm in bed. I've got beautiful, clean doona. The whole point of a doona is that you just fluff it and it's made. I don't want to be tucking in a goddamn sheet.
What if you want to, like, regulate your temperature in the night? Like, sometimes I'll half my doona and just have the top half of my body with a top sheet, and then the bottom half, like my legs, have a nice heavy weighted doona on.
So do you do that, or are you normal? 13 24 10. No, see, I'm a reptile. It's like I'm cold. I'd live in a terrarium. So I sleep with an electric blanket and a winter weight doona all through
At
the
all
year.
times.
Yeah. Top sheets are overrated.
No, but they also complete the aesthetic of the bed. Like a beautiful...
Who can see them? They're under the
when
doona.
people come... No, I've got a
Nobody's coming over to my bed.
I've got a pinstripe from Chic Society that wraps over my doona so that you see a bit of pinstripe just near the pillows.
Who are you impressing? Who are you trying to impress? Your mum?
No.
Me?
My mates, when they come over, they're like, that's an elite bed.
You are an idiot. Anyway, my sweeping statement is that top sheets are dumb. Well, have you got one?
My sweeping statement is that peeing in the shower is gross and should never be done. And I've never done it. What?
I think you can tell by my face that I
Oh, I know you
have.
do.
I do it every time. Like, there is not a shower.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Every time.
The
toilet is right there in the bathroom.
I know, and I do a wee before I get in the shower, and then the minute I'm in there, it's like Pavlov's dogs.
Your muscle memory is just gone now. You will never be able to change that.
Oh, it's more than my muscle memory. It's my entire pelvic floor. It's my entire pelvic floor. But, every time. And I'm sorry about that. So we would not be compatible for many reasons, but mainly about the bed and the shower.
No, we would not.
Luckily, we both agree on weddings.
True.
The Chrissy Swan Show. Swan's sweeping statements.
I love this. It feels naughty and brave, doesn't it, Ashley?
It does.
Go on, say it. Say what you want.
Not shaving your legs in winter. Who's going to see it? You're going to be wearing long pants. No one's going to be seeing it.
I never used to shave my legs in winter. And at my school, we had to wear, like, wool stockings. And it wasn't until the hairs were peeping out.
Started poking through.
Absolutely. It looked like an illustration from a Roald Dahl picture book. Like from the Twits. So do you let your leg hair just go?
I probably shave it like twice during winter, sort of at the start and midway through and then at the end.
What about your bits and pieces?
Bits and pieces I generally keep up to date with, but legs, it's like I'm going to be in jeans or, stockings, long pants.
You'd rather bits and pieces? Yes, I keep up to date.
I keep up to date.
Good on you, Ashley. What prizes have we got,
We're
Jackie?
going to send you a $100 laundry lady voucher, Ashley.
Oh, my God, you're going to love
amazing.
it. You can't believe it. You put it out dirty and it comes back clean. It's a miracle. Tessa, what is your sweeping statement?
Okay, this is my sweeping statement. Public holidays are overrated.
No, Tessa.
What? It's a day off.
Well, my work involves seeing patients in appointments. So when it's a short week, 4 days, I have to see 5 days worth of appointments in 4 days.
Oh.
So it's actually more stressful whenever there's a break in the holiday.
So do you find like this Tuesday coming up is a holiday? Do you have to work much longer on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
It's not more longer, it's just more intense.
Right.
So I don't look for Easter is the worst. It's like, oh my God. So the first day back from Easter is like, yeah.
I hear a lot of people that work part-time, like, women that go and have a baby and then, their employer thinks it's a really big deal. Oh, yes, well, you can go part-time. They're like, I do exactly the same amount of work in half the day.
Yeah, exactly. I may as well be here.
Similar complaint, Tessa.
Tessa, we're going to send you a $100 Laundry Lady voucher as well.
Debbie.
Chrissy.
Debbie, I've got here that you're from Caloundra. Now, please.
I am.
I love Caloundra like crazy, and there's a great Chinese restaurant there called Holiday Chinese. Please tell me it's still there, is it?
It's still there. The building beside it has just been knocked down to make way for a resort, but yes, it's still there.
See, a resort, you say, Debbie, that sounds perfect to me because I could just sip a Diet Coke poolside and then pop next door.
Guys, we're not doing a getaway episode of Caloundra.
Sorry,
we're
Debbie.
sweeping statements.
The sweeping statement, what is it?
The sweeping statement is probably going to get me some vilification because we're in Australia, and I'm going to say ocean cruises are a load of... Yes. Who wants to?
Oh, and
I get it. I agree.
Look, there are plenty of people that do. I read a story last week where a couple worked out that it's cheaper to live on the boat, so they're never getting off.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, you're stuck in this big thing with thousands of people in the middle of the freaking ocean.
I agree,
you can't
Debbie.
get off. I'm sorry, but just go to a resort.
What if another pandemic hits? It's always the cruise ships that go down first.
Always the cruise ships, isn't it? But no, and like, I know we're Australia, we're the capital of cruising, but I can't do it.
Yeah, fair enough, Debbie. Have you actually done one?
No, and there's a reason, because I think they're rubbish.
Yeah, great. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Deb.
Also the fact that I get seasick in the bathtub if it's too full, but that's beside the point.
Does Deb need a Laundry Lady voucher? Maybe they don't go to Caloundra.
Let's give Deb a Priceline voucher.
Yes, go to... Is there a Priceline there in Caloundra?
There's one at Kawana.
Beautiful.
So that's not far away.
I love Kawana. I used to live on Kawana Island, Deb. All right, come on, let's go. Yeah, I was very up myself. Kawana Island. It's reclaimed swampland. Vicky, what is your sweeping statement? Bring us home, baby girl.
My sweeping statement is having a dog for life. Having a dog is like having a 3-year-old for life. You can only train them to a certain point, and you have to keep cleaning up their shit.
Yes. Vicky. It is absolutely true. Whenever my kids ask for more pets, I go, I have had enough of other things poo for the rest of my life.
Chrissy Swan's Whiz Fizz Wine Bag. Celebrating 75 years of fun. It's not a party without Whiz Fizz.
Every time I hear that line, celebrating 75 years of fun, I think of Julia Morris, who says she's been in the biz for 75 years. Which, of course, the joke about that is she's not 75 years old, so it can't be that. But Whiz Fizz is 75 years old, and haven't they been a wonderful 7.5 decades? We've got $1,000 up for grabs. And here's how it works. I've got a nostalgic product in mind, and you, Rachel, after having contacted us via the Nova Player app, you have to guess what is on my mind in terms of retro objects. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
How old are you, Rach? Do you mind me asking?
I think we're pretty close in age.
So late 20s.
Exactly.
Well,
I saw you on Big Brother, so I've been a long time fan.
Oh yes, you must be very old, Rachel. Well, look, we are ready to go, and I feel good about this.
All right, we're going to kick off. We're going to kick off with a clue, Rachel, and then the countdown timer will start.
Yeah.
And whenever you guess the product, whatever the money it lands on, you have won.
Excellent, thank you.
Starting at $1,000. I am a statement piece for your living room or bedroom, created in the 1960s, and you plug me in to turn me on.
$1,000.
What sort? I'm a
Lava lamp.
Yes! You got in just before the 800.
Yeah, we're going to give you $1,000.
That's $1,000, Rachel.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
You must be 75 if you know about a lava lamp.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Got a little update for you, a life update.
What's
Yesterday at about this time, I sought your counsel, listeners of the Chrissy Swan Show, asking whether or not it's too much, whether it's 2 grey gardens, if you know what that reference is talking about. Is it 2 grey gardens for me to have a microwave in my bedroom, specifically to heat up my wheat bags during that time of the month or when my neck is sore, which is pretty much every day of the month ticked off? And and a cup of tea. I want to use it for those two things. It was a resounding
We were inundated
show
with calls.
of support.
And a lot of people that had already done it or are still doing it. And people even had mini bars
Yeah.
and a lot of other stuff in their bedrooms.
I'm sorry, but if there is a chance for me to have all the provisions and technology to make a piece of Vegemite toast upstairs, you will never see me again. That's it.
Your kids will never see you.
Never. What's the point in leaving if you can have a piece of Vegemite toast and a cup of tea and not have to leave your bedroom? So I'm not going to do that. But look, the good news is I went straight from this job to Kmart, and not sponsored, by the way. And I walked in, and as luck would have it, a huge pile of $50 microwaves.
They're good mics.
You've got one, you said.
I've got them, a Kmart mic.
Someone said to me, just be careful. They've got a problem with condensation. You've got to wipe it out all the time, which I will do, but I used it last night. Bang, wheat
Winner.
bag ready.
How good.
So
Whereabouts
good.
in the bedroom does it sit?
Outside. So the stairs come up, and then before you get in the bedroom, there's like a little landing, and I've put it in there.
That's so bogan. I can't wait to come over and see.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Yes, indeed. We're pitting Tracy. Are you there?
Hi.
Hi, Tracy. Your opponent today is Kim. Say hello, Kim.
Hi, Kim. Hey.
All right, here we go. Your name is your buzzer, girls. Test them now.
Tracy. Okay.
Kim?
Yep.
You got to say your name. Kim.
Kim.
Yeah, that's it. Great. Big and loud and quick. It is the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game and will walk away. Who could be this lucky with a money can't buy Chrissy Swan show bum bag? Unless Jack has stolen them all for his own personal use.
Oh, I'm just handing them out to all of my mates. We go out for dinner wearing them.
Listen, bum bag lifestyle is amazing. Question number 1. Kourtney Kardashian got married in Italy last year. Who did she wed?
Tracy.
Yes, Tracy?
Travis Barker.
Correct. 1 to Trace. Number 2. Which fast food outlet sells the Whopper?
Tracy.
Yes,
Kim.
Tracy?
Good old Hungry Jack.
Good old Hungry Jack's HJ's.
One
And
off the win, Trace.
that is the superior burger on that menu. The Whopper.
I think so.
I thought you were going to say in general. I was going to say it's not.
The Whopper is delicious, yeah. What is the currency in Bali?
Kim.
Yes.
Is it? Shit. Sorry, I don't know if I can say that. Oh my God, my friend literally went there the other week. Yen? I don't think it's yen, no.
No.
No, I don't think so.
It was a real journey for no reason.
Rupiah.
It's the
That's
rupiah.
Yeah.
5 years ago. What's the score check, Jack?
We've got 2 to Tracy, 1 to Kim. Oh, sorry,
No, none to Kim.
none to Kim, my
None
bad.
to Kim. None to Kim.
5 years ago today, Ariana Grande released this song as the lead single of her new album, Sweetener. I wanna be a girl that I ain't got no tears left to cry. What is it called?
I've got the song. I can't remember the name. I don't know the name.
She just said it.
She just said it, and I just said it.
Sweetener.
No, it's No Tears Left to Cry.
Ah.
And it was so poignant because she'd had that terrible situation at one of her concerts.
Yeah.
It was terrible, and it was such a wonderful song. Anyway, 2-0. Which famous actor played the role of Forrest Gump in the 1990s?
Tracy.
Yes, Tracy, for the win.
Tom Hanks.
Yes! You get that waistline ready, Tracy, because you are going to be strapping on a bum bag.
I love it that the winning sound effect is more exciting than the actual prize itself.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Thrilled to welcome the great, the radio doyen, Monty Diamond.
Ooh, what's doyen mean?
Doyen means like an expert, a specialist, the queen.
Oh, good. Just not a queen of big words.
No, not queen of the Oxford Dictionary.
Yeah, no, definitely
As it
not.
turns out, I love you, and my love for you shines out of my face like sunbeams.
Oh, I know, me too.
But every time I think of you, because I feel like I love you more than you love me, and it's
No, see, I feel that too.
really
Yes.
But you're
Yeah.
so deliciously mean to me, and I love it because nobody's really. You just tell it how it is. Like you try and dampen my enthusiasm for you.
Well, I just have to keep you a bit real. You've got yes people around you, and I
think
can't
that's-
be a yes person for you.
You are
I'm
not.
your real friend.
You are a no person. And so
Yes.
when you say nice things to me, they mean the most.
Oh, that's good. Well, it's authentic then.
Yeah. There's so much to talk about. I'm
So
thrilled to
much.
have you here in person, for starters.
Well, because I was thinking last time I saw you. So, Jack, we went to a gig, which is huge,
You
right?
cool cats. I know, for you guys to leave the house.
But before you call us cool cats, it started at 5:30.
And that's why we
6
went.
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yeah.
And we had a 5 p.m. dinner.
Yes.
And then we went to the 6 p.m. gig.
We were the only ones in the restaurant.
Yeah, we were. We made them open it up
Yeah.
too. Yeah, see, and that's me keeping it real because they saw Swan, so of course they open it up.
No,
yes, they did, mate.
They didn't.
Yes, they did.
Absolutely not.
And I'm like, open it up. This is Chrissy Swan. She needs to eat. We're hungry and we're getting to a gig.
Good on you.
Even true.
No,
That's
it's
not
it's
even
semi-true.
true. It's not
Anyway,
true.
so we eat and then we go and see the Bad Loves. So if you're under 50, you probably don't know who the Bad Loves are.
Yeah.
But have you got a bit of Bad Loves there?
Yes, still one of the great songs. Who's in Faith Hours. Yes.
Oh, so good.
And you know what? The lead singer still looks like the lead singer.
He does. You were such a huge fan of these guys that you
Groupie.
moved to the town that they lived in. You
Yeah.
psychotic,
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
psycho.
Yeah, I did. Well, it was a suburb of Melbourne. It's not the town. It's not like, I just turned up in Bendigo because I heard you were having a rehearsal.
Yeah, but when you live in Melbourne or any place, you stick to one side, you know what I mean? And you
Yes.
were on one side of town and then you moved all the way over to the other purely for that band. Like, that is pretty hectic, Star.
It's not purely, it was a big reason, but also the distance from my mother was a big player in it.
Got you.
A long way away with a big bridge and a body of water.
Yeah, got you, yeah.
So, look,
Yeah.
absolutely, that was where I came to know that suburb.
Right.
And, may or may not have made the cafe, where they rehearsed above a regular. Yeah. But I was a full groupie, like AVO situation.
So was I. See, I was younger though, so I didn't drive. So I would get my mum to drive me past the lead singer's house, and then they played at the local Fate once. And this is so random. I remember the first time I saw them, and also playing with them. Very random, and not many people probably know.
The Truth?
Deborah
Conway? Yeah.
Anyway, I was thinking of this last night because I knew I was coming on with you, and she was the first person who I saw, first woman who put her arm up and had hairy armpits.
Yes.
Wow.
Magical. And Rachel McAdams has
I
posted
saw
for a
that
magazine
today
this week. Yes.
From The Notebook.
I shaved my armpits this morning and I thought, what sort of woman are you?
Yeah, you're
I'm
not
really-
a hairy woman, obviously.
Yeah, but maybe I should be.
I like to think that I could let them grow, but then they start to grow and I feel dirty.
I don't feel dirty, but I'm just not a very hairy person.
That's really great for you. Like a lot of people right now are really cross at you for
Really?
that. Oh, if you're not,
That's
I'm
cheap.
Not, yeah, it's cheap. Yeah. Have you lasered?
No.
Well, good.
Just
That's
look at
good
that.
for you.
Just not a hairy person. I remember a story about your eyebrows and Kelly Clarkson, and I'm wondering if Have you heard this, Jack?
I've not.
Oh my God, you'll love it.
This is so. How did you remember this? Did I tell you this recently?
I don't know. I've written it down.
So the most awkward story of all time. So I've had 2 encounters with Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
Right. The first one, was when they came out to Australia after American Idol, and my job, I was a Black Thunder pilot, and I had to look after, hand out the icy cold cans of Coke. And then when they came out, my job was to look after Kelly Clarkson and usher her up to the rooftop where she was going to sing.
Is she lovely? I'm mad for Kelly Clarkson.
She was so lovely, but she warmed up and it was just her and I in a room, and we were about 15 centimetres apart, and she held my eye contact while she warmed up and I didn't know where to look or what to do.
That's so uncomfortable.
Well, like
Jack,
singing.
I wanted to die. Yeah.
What, singing?
Like, la la ya 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 ya.
And I absolutely
held my eye contact, and my inner dialogue was, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do.
How awkward. It reminds me of when your toddlers are doing a poo in the hallway, like in their nappy, and they're just completely transfixed on you.
Cranking it out.
Exactly the same. And I would say to Kit used to do it all the time. I'd be like, what are you up to, darling? And he's just like getting the angle right to squeeze it out. Yeah.
That's what it was. She was cranking one out, holding my eye gate. Anyway, the next time we met her, right, my eyebrows were out of control. This was such a stupid radio dumb stunt. I was working with Whipper and Ryan Shelton, and we're like, let's get Kelly Clarkson to wax my eyebrows.
Kelly Clarkson to wax your eyebrows.
It had nothing to do with anything. There was no link. There was nothing to do with it.
I can't believe her management allowed it.
Well, here's the thing.
They would have surprised her with it, I'm sure.
On the way, we stopped past Priceline and we get a
wink.
Wink, there we go.
Yes.
And we get a wax strip. And then we're sitting in front of Kelly.
They're shithouse, by the way.
Well, not at Priceline. They're great.
No, at Priceline, you've got to get the plug-in wax pots.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they're the best.
We weren't that prepared for Kelly Clarkson. No. Anyway, and then we sit down and we do the interview, and at the end, Whipper's like, hey, Kelly, have you seen Monty's eyebrows? And of course she hadn't. Like, whatever. And then he's like, we want you to wax them. And Kelly's like, no.
Oh, she said no.
She said no. No, I don't want to do that.
Oh, my God.
We forced Kelly Clarkson to put a strip in the middle of my eyebrow and just tug it off.
Oh, my.
That is soul destroying.
That is so embarrassing.
It was just mortifying.
Did you tell that story on your podcast?
That's where I think I told it on my podcast.
Maybe that's where I've heard it. I love your podcast. You were one of the very first people I ever knew to have a podcast. Yours is the oldest ever.
It's one of the oldest, Show and Tell it's called.
Where can people find it?
Anywhere. Well, I'm over here at Nova now.
It's on the Nova player now.
On the Nova,
Great.
yes, but you can get it wherever you listen to your podcast, Show and Tell.
But particularly the Nova Player app.
Yeah, that one.
We're good girls. We're good girls with the plugs.
Yeah, Priceline.
So much more I want to talk about. I can't believe it's over.
Another time.
Actually, will you stick around? I want to talk about the Jungle and Dicko leaving. Will you stick around for that?
Yeah, there's free pizza. I'm going to get pizza and then I'll come back in.
Fabulous.
Okay.
The Chrissy Swan Show. Chrissy's Clickbait.
I was surprised to hear that Dicko had left the Jungle last night. I thought he'd stay in a lot longer.
I would have thought that they would have kept him in there too, because he was creating some headlines and some noise for them.
He was indeed. We've captured Monty Diamond to stick around to talk all things clickbait.
Yes.
Questions, thoughts about I'm a Celebrity.
Okay, I love watching it because then I always want to ask you questions because you were in there.
I was in the first season.
You were. So Dicko, as we know, as you've just said, he's out.
Yeah.
And he was saying how where the cold shower is right in a thoroughfare. So right near where the gym is, right near where everything kind of goes on. Mm-hmm. And so when they strip down and get naked, they'll leave their Akubra hats out. So then you know, okay, I'm nuding up now and showering, don't come out here. Did you, Chrissy Swan, take your Akubra hat off and leave it out and nude up in the jungle?
You can leave your head on. No, I don't think we had a system like that. They might have moved the shower because it wasn't in a thoroughfare. But because I'd never seen the show, it was in the first season, so I didn't know, what was going on. I thought, oh my God, your natural thing is, well, when I was in the Big Brother house, because it's not the first time I've been, cameraed, recorded.
Whilst getting
camera.
nude.
That was very Lara Bingle of me. Yeah. Stop video cameraing me! It's not the first time I've been recorded 24/7. So when I was in the Big Brother house, I bathed in bathers.
Right.
And of course, wow, a fat woman on television, that was everywhere all the time, every angle, everything, right? And so,
can I just ask a question, though?
Yeah.
Because you have to wash your bits, so you would have to pull them out and kind of get in like...
I'd pull it,
Yeah.
get in there. Anyway, I thought, okay, so I'm in the jungle and I'm going to have to do bathers. And then I thought, oh, hang on. This is a family show. That's all I know about it. So
Right, they're not going to show you.
Well, they would if I had bathers on.
Oh.
But I thought... They can't.
Smart.
They can't show me. They can't show me if I'm naked. So I checked in the Tok Tok. I was like, by the way, what's the nudity stuff like on this show? And they're like, yeah, no, we can't show nudity. I went, great. So then I had to weigh up whether, because I had to be nude in front of the cameraman.
Oh, Swan, I can't.
I know, but it was like 1 versus millions.
Yeah.
Because this was 7 years ago, you could still get 1 million viewers to a television show.
And would you let everyone else know that you were going in, or did you shower with everyone? Because they're all showering together.
I showered on my own, and on the second day, the cameras were focused on me.
Oh, don't!
And I saw them all turn away just for my privacy.
Oh, that's so nice.
So kind.
Because you don't think about how you're
getting right.
The producers probably saw it and thought we should have done Jungle Uncut.
Yeah, totally. You don't think about how you wash yourself, though. You know what I realised the other day? I never wash the bottom part of my legs.
Either do I.
I never wash the bottom part of my legs.
I never wash my feet.
Same.
I never wash my feet.
No.
Not even my calves.
No, see? But if somebody was
disgusting.
watching me, I'd be very conscious of what part am I getting? Am I getting it enough?
Well, the interesting part is the boob.
Oh, yeah, and lifting
handle.
it up. Because you've got
getting
big
underneath.
Too. You've got to lift it up.
Big cans, get under there. Anyway, good chat. Good boob, jungle, shower chat.
Love it.
I'm sad that you have to go now.
It's time to go, guys.
Goodbye. I love you.
Love you, guys.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.